Open it up for some questions. Coach.
Congrats to LSU. They're a tough team. They have size, craftiness at the guard position with Waters, and Javante Smart's a good-looking young freshman. So just give them credit. They earned it. They fought hard. They out-rebounded us. And, their staff did a nice job of getting them ready to play, and they did a great job of finishing the game. Our guys showed a lot of heart, especially there and when we took the lead in the second half. But our defense just wasn't good enough in the second half overall to win the game, and just had too many breakdowns when we gave up a three there in the corner to Days. But this was a winnable game for us. There are no moral victories, not here anymore, especially in my fourth year. But, we got to get back to the drawing board on tomorrow, get some rest for some guys, and get ready to come back against our in-state rival on Tuesday.
Thank you, Coach. Raise your hand if we have a question. Let's start with Cecil on the right.
Coach, was Dejan, was his quad at 100% tonight?
No, he just wasn't moving great. Yeah, he wasn't moving great, so he got off to a slow start, and he carried over in the second half, so, he wasn't injured, but he just didn't look like he was moving as well as he does under normal circumstances.
And probably, just strictly offensively speaking, it was the most difficult night that Kara has. Was that because of LSU's defense? Was it just not easy?
Yeah, you got to give their defense some credit. I saw 4 guys committed to him on a lot of plays when he was driving. I thought they did a nice job of trying to get him off the three-point line, especially for step-back threes. And basically what you saw was when they committed those resources to him on defense, he had to find other guys. And if we made the three, or if we didn't make a play driving to the basket, then they were in position to get the rebound and run. So, but a lot of situations that he was in with some of those shots, they're makeable. But, he gave it his all, and unfortunately, Alabama didn't win.
Go up front to Drew.
Coach, I know you're going to watch the film, but what did you think about the shot selection by your team late in the last 3 minutes or so offensively? Because this game was a fist fight. I mean, it was back and forth.
Yeah, it was a fist fight. There was a lot of physicality out there, especially in the trenches of rebounding. But we didn't get great shots. Seemed like we got better shots at the end when we were trying to run out plays for John Petty to get, shoot a three-point shot. He had some great looks and made 2 threes just to keep us there and keep us in it. But some of our shots, just weren't great shots. And the ones that were wide open, we just came up empty.
Go far left, Charlie.
Saw that Dazon and Daniel were recognized at your senior day ceremony. Does that mean that they don't plan on coming back next year? Is the door still open for them to return?
No. What's been happening here recently is we decided moving forward, we're going to acknowledge everybody that graduates. Okay? Dejan Ingram, just like Dante Hall, graduated back in the fall. Daniel Giddings is graduating here in the spring. So the guys that are graduating or have graduated, we're going to acknowledge them. Now, when those guys come back next year, we're going to do the same thing we did for Riley Norris, basically acknowledging the guy that's going to end up getting his master's degree from here in Alabama. So that deserves recognition. So your undergraduate degree and your master's degree, you need to be honored.
Back row.
Do you have any thoughts about the atmosphere in Coleman tonight? Do you think it helped the team at all?
Unbelievable. It's gotten better and better since we've been here. And our students, our season ticket holders, they do a heck of a job for us. It seemed like, when I got to technical, I think we went on like a 12-2 run or something, and they were really in the game. I mean, the roof was about to come off the building, and we needed a little bit of a jolt there. But can't thank our fans enough. They do an awfully great job. And I know this is a disappointing game, but we're going to need them on Tuesday night for all obvious reasons.
We have time for another 1 or 2 questions, if there are any. Let's go back up to Drew.
talk about, Coach, the challenge of playing Auburn now. You're 8-8 in the league, and these are two big games, and Arkansas on the road. These are especially for postseason purposes.
Yeah, it's always a challenge playing any team in the SEC. You guys see the league. You know, teams go on the road and win, and you know, we've had great victories here at home against Kentucky and Ole Miss, teams that are doing extremely well in our league, and played Tennessee tough. Lost a tough one. You know, lost a couple of tough games here at home. Go on the road against South Carolina, beat a team. I don't know if we were favored in that game, but you know, it's whether it's Auburn or anybody that we're playing on Tuesday night, we want to protect our home court, and especially for the last SEC game, which will be our getaway game before we go and play against Arkansas. But we got to get back to work tomorrow, watch the film, break it down. Our guys have responded well after losses, and I know they're very, very upset and disappointed by our lack of success today, by not finishing with one more point more than our opponent, but they'll come back. They've been a very resilient team. I remember when we lost 3 in a row coming in the Vanderbilt game, and especially going on the road at South Carolina, these guys are not quitters, they're fighters. And they'll get back to work tomorrow and try to come out and have a much better performance on Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks.